double duty. So, yay! So we're gonna have fun. So yeah, when you're talking about this panel tonight on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, use hashtag MoonPanel so I can follow your tweets, Instagrams, and whatever, and give you guys a shout out. Sound fun? Alright, but I guess I was getting a little ahead of myself. It would be impolite if I didn't introduce myself, who's leading you on this journey tonight. My name is Charlene Ingram. I am the Senior Manager of Animation Marketing for Viz Media. So I am in charge of marketing for all of the anime properties. Most closest to my heart right now is Sailor Moon. So if you've seen any glittery things involving Sailor Moon, it's my fault. So, have any of you guys watched one of our Moonlight parties? Yes. All right, then you know me from the internet. Yes. All right, but this isn't just me on stage. I can't do it alone. I have some really special guests. Do you want to meet them? Yeah! All right, now when they come on stage, one by one, I want you to give them the biggest, happiest, loudest, most sparkly welcome you can. Can you do that? Yeah! All right. First of all, we have my favorite inner guardian,
It's the best way to talk to Team Sailor Moon.
And whenever we do our moonlight parties on YouTube, you can always ask us questions on the Sailor Moon North America account. So definitely check that out. Follow us and be our friend on the internet, please. Be our friend on the internet. It's very important. It's so important, I put it in glitter. And these guys know if I use glitter, it's serious business. Yep, it's serious business.
So she tells you you're fired too.
Don't tell them I'm anything but sweet. It's supposed to be between us. Did any of you guys go to Otakon last year? Did anybody go to Anime Expo last year? Did anybody go to San Diego Comic-Con last year? A couple of you. No. Well, I just got permission. I'm going to show you guys one of the brand new extra features for Sailor Moon Season 1 Part 2 that came out on Tuesday. I just got approval to show this. This is a 5-minute little vignette of all the Sailor Moon fun we had East Coast and West Coast. So do you guys want to see it? Yeah! All right, let's take a trip down memory lane with these guys.
What was the anticipation like at the panel? Well, we almost didn't get in, we thought, so we were like, forward and
I didn't get in. That's why I was like, I need to get in. This is the one panel I was looking forward to throughout AX. And everything else is great for the Sailor Moon. Come on.
So when we finally got in and we were sitting there, we're like, is this really happening? And the lights dimmed and childhood dreams just came true.
I got really emotional.
You just got to meet them in the autograph session, so how did that go?
Fanboying so bad. Oh my gosh. I mean, Cherami and Cristina, Viz, and Shay, I mean, dream come true.
I just got so excited. I got to get pictures, autographs. This is history right here.
Are you sweating?
I am so sweet, and I just love hearing them say that because I know because they're all fans too, they're like going to put this whole heart into it, and I just can't wait to do it.
Sailor Moon is all about love.
I can't wait for it, especially because it's going to be everything that we were supposed to get in the first place.
You know, she's not the best student. You know, she's clumsy, but she still goes out and saves people. She sees the good in them. And that is such a good message for girls today. They don't have enough heroes like that.
What has been your favorite part of Sailor Moon Day?
Oh gosh, just this big event. Like all the Sailor Scouts and seeing all the work that people have done. Like so many talented people and getting to like share our obsession and love for Sailor Moon.
I love that it was one of the very, very first series to have like positive LGBT representation, but also it's just the fact that it just has this message for everyone. Don't give up, anyone could fight and just be a shoujo senshi.
I just remember it growing up, it was like a show. They protect the galaxy with planet power. What's better than that?
I used to watch when I was a little kid with the girls next door, so kind of got me hooked on it.
Yeah, the crystal opening was amazing. I started bawling and grabbed Shelby's hand. Beautiful. But also just seeing all the fans has been really incredible. I think the love. So for this to happen, I feel like I'm coming home. Like I've been waiting for this since I was a little kid. So it's pretty awesome.
so many people, and just everyone having the same reactions. Everyone was cheering over important moments when the girls found out who they were, when the voice actors came out who were discussing their favorites, when Crystal, when they were showing that. It's just sharing that positivity, sharing that energy, and knowing that after all this time it's still so loved. It just feels good.
Legendary series, Sailor Moon. Who wants to start?
I guess I'm closest.
Yes, I got my eye on you, Robbie.
Well, it's my first anime, so kind of a really cool one to be a part of. And as the question says, legendary. So I was honored, lucky, fortunate, getting to meet all of the amazing fans and being part of something that's sort of as artistically held up through the years. It feels awesome. Is that an acceptable answer? Will you guys accept awesome? Is that good enough? Okay. I'm gonna stick with my final answer, which is awesome.
And for me, it's something I grew up watching. I love Sailor Moon. It was actually probably the biggest reason I became an actor. So I think it's a really unique opportunity, and it's something I was never dreaming of being able to do, to be in the same show I grew up watching when I was a kid. I feel very, very lucky and very happy.
Yeah, I also grew up watching the show, and in fact, when I was a kid, it was like the first show that I saw that had a team of like girls kicking butt, because I loved action adventure shows, but like it was always usually like one token girl in the show. I remember I was like, this is awesome, they're kicking butt, and they're like badass, but still look good doing it. Like, it kind of was cool, like it helped me, as like a young tomboy that grew up, be like, oh, you can be, you can like lift men over your head, but you can also bake cakes. I do that like every Thursday night, so. Yeah, anyway, it's so fantastic, especially because Jupiter was my favorite character, so being able to like be part of the show I watched growing up and being able to like bring life to one of my favorite characters has just been really surreal and it's awesome. I stole Robbie's answer. It's splendiferous.
Get out your thesaurus, guys.
I have an image of Amanda bench pressing men while I was just like,
it's like you do 20
thing I knew of anime when I started working in anime as a voice actor. The first show I worked on was Peach Girl, and I was shocked because I thought all anime was Sailor Moon, Pokemon, and Dragon Ball Z. So I was amazed there were other shows. So then, like, to find out, like, as I've worked on other types of subgenres in anime, to be able to work on a show that I thought, well, it's been dubbed, we'll never get to work on it again, and then we get to audition for it, and I put off the audition because I was, like, so scared of what would happen because it seemed so unattainable, and suddenly I'm auditioning for it and the pressure was on. So it is truly a gift to be part of such an iconic series that really doesn't put anyone, girls, guys, anyone in a box of what you need to be. It's just, I feel like the characters are going on a journey and they're embracing who they are, and they're not being told one way is right, one way is wrong. They can do as many different things, and I love that. So I love being part of it.
Don't you? Trapped in a box.
Sometimes. We all get put in a literal box at some point.
You showed the box, though.
Or a cave.
Cherami, you had told me a really cool story at a convention a while ago that your mom used to buy you Sailor Venus stuff, right?
No joke. My mom, when I first started working at Funimation, she went to a doll show. She used to be a doll collector, and she bought, she's like, well, this is the first anime you watched, and you just got cast in the anime, we're going to an anime convention. She bought me a whole set of all of the dolls. So I have the original set, and they've been in my room, and I thought, like, this is so cool, but this is the one show that I have of stuff that I never worked on. So then when I got cast in the show, I was like, okay, this is really cool. But yeah, she used to buy me Sailor Venus, especially because she's like, well, I feel like this is the one that's kind of like you. And so when I got casted, I was like, this is weird. My mom's like psychic or something. She has all the cats. She loves all the cats. That's her thing.
Your mom should buy you more toys.
I understand. I'm not going to do a convention and be like, you know, this looks like a fun show. I'm going to put it in my room and we'll see what happens.
She should actually buy lottery tickets.
Actually, I'm going to pick on Cristina for a second because you've been so quiet to hear. You actually, before becoming a voice actress, you came out of fandom, right? You even used to cosplay back in the day, right?
Yes, I did.
Leigh, didn't you do Mars once?
Yeah.
The last time I cosplayed, I was really, really young. Before my voice acting started really taking off, I cosplayed as Sailor Mars, in college, just hanging out with my friend, and that was the last cosplay I did. And so, to come back to it, it's just really such a big coincidence, and it's just really amazing. But actually, my favorite. Oh wait, no, that's a different question. I'm gonna hold on.
Don't overachiever. Actually, that is a good lead-in for our next question. For all of you, now you guys have just started working on Sailor Moon RR. So that plus the first season, what you guys have worked on. So what has been your favorite scene to record so far?
Some of them are spoilers, so I guess I can just say what episode is.
20-year-old spoilers.
That's true. If anybody's gonna say, hey, spoiler alert, like,
yeah, full disclosure, you'll have seen season 1, right? Are we cool? Alright. They've been warned.
Well, I mean, what actor doesn't love recording a death scene? I'm just saying, like, that was such a cool, that was like one of my favorite scenes, especially because I never got to see that footage growing up. So, like, me in the booth recording it was the first time I had actually seen it. So I'm like, oh, no!
Yeah, I wasn't fooling when I said it was uncut. Get ready for it. What about you, Cherami?
I've had 2 favorite episodes, and I can't narrow down like which scene. But when Sailor Venus goes to school with like the little kindergartners, and she's like talking about like, no, you should believe in them, and then she I love doing that because I worked with kids, I taught kids dance, and I worked in a preschool for a while, so it's like, oh my god, this is like children, and they're shorter than Sailor Venus, just like little children are shorter than me. It's
kind of has that closure and kind of moves on, but you know that she'll always, so it was like, you know, it's reliving that whole like first love thing, and I just loved that. It was such a sweet scene, episode with lots of sweet scenes in it, spoiler alert.
I think before R, my old answer was that the elevator scene. That was like my pet. He's next to you, but he's. It's like 5 minutes. He's just like holding her by one arm. It's so silly and like unrealistic. But now I think my answer now, my favorite one to record is the breakup scene. Because I started reading it and I was like, man, I'm gonna tear their guts out. There's a little part of me that was really excited about it. So we did that not too long ago, and it's a nice kind of like meaty, fun sort of acty scene. And you know, being a big-headed actor that I am, I wanted a chance to at something like that. And it was really fun to be to play that scene because he's got ulterior motives. I don't know, but he's doing it for a reason. It's a noble reason, but it hurts. But he also is trying to hurt her to get her away. It was really fun. So I think that's something that's cool. So hopefully we'll do it justice and jerk a few tears.
So we just learned something more about Robbie. He likes ladies beware. What about you, Cristina?
My favorite, I think probably one of my most favorite sessions ever so far, was recording an episode in R where Sailor Mars sings at her school concert. And it was so much fun to sing those songs into English, and I had a great time recording those, and even you know, coming up with some lyrics for it too. It was an amazing time.
Yeah, she sounds amazing.
Yeah.
She's excited for me.
No spoilers. Just said that you sound real good. You sound real good. It's good.
She's gonna throw some butter on you in a second.
You're gonna be a real idol. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna wave my red glow stick at you. It's gonna be awesome. All right, I'm gonna let you guys take a break with a drink of water. I got a fun new thing I'm adding to the Sailor Moon panel. We have trivia time. All right, now where is Sailor Barry? Where is Barry? Come here, come here. I need your help. Yes, because I'm having trouble hearing. So, when I ask the question, you're going to want to be on the ground, so you're going to run. You have to run. But, now, if you know the right answer, raise your hand, and you're going to get a prize. And let me tell you what your prize is going to be. You're going to get one of the very last, no longer available Sailor Moon coins, and you're going to get the combo pack for Sailor Moon Season 1 Part 2 that just came out. And this is really special because this has been going out of stock at a lot of stores. And in fact, for Season 1 Part 1, I can't even get one for myself right now. So you guys have really been supporting it. But yeah, if you know the answer to this, first one to raise your hand, Barry will go find you. And then I will ask you the question. Don't yell out the answer, okay? Don't yell it out.
Is it a sparkly bag too?
Yeah, of course it's sparkly.
That is so cute.
Can they fight to the death for them? Because that'd be like...
No, don't stick it in your pants. So they kind of showed me that. Oh my gosh. All right, are you ready? Are you ready to raise your hand? Okay, this first one. Question 1 is pretty easy. Come on, load. Question 1, are you ready for it? You ready for it? Okay, get your brain cells going. Get your internal omni-chan going on for question 1. And we have, as soon as this glitter stops, how many episodes are in the original Sailor Moon series? Raise your hand. Barry's gonna pick the first one she sees. Okay, stand up, stand up. Stand up. Okay. What is the answer? How many episodes in the original series? Yes, you're correct! Yay! Give her a big round of applause! All right, the next trivia is the same prize. Now, when we get to audience question time, everybody who asks a question of the actors is going to get a little prize too. So, if you don't get trivia, you still have a chance. No Googling. No Googling. No Googling. I can see if you take out your phones. Okay? Are you ready? I'm gonna hit it. Who is the uncut English voice actress for Queen Beryl? Raise your hand if you know. I told you I was gonna make it hard. Okay. Stand up, stand up.
That would be Cindy Bob.
Yes! I may have one more special prize if we have enough time, maybe. This one is pretty difficult. It involves you knowing your Japanese. And it is somewhat related to one of the answers our voice actors gave earlier, so I hope you're paying attention. Are you ready for it? Okay, here it goes. Who is the original Japanese voice actress for Great Little Sailor Mars? Who sang the song Cristina mentioned? You find it? Yes, Michi Tomozawa! Yes! Yay, congratulations! Yay! All right! Yes. So, back to questions for these guys. Did you guys know the answers?
First two, not the last one.
I can make them more difficult. I learned during Moonlight Party, if I didn't make them just in nightmare mode, that like the internet would just be like, like I was pulling like obscure Sailor Moon questions, and like people were answering. You guys are so smart. It amazes me. So you ready for your next question? A little bit more introspective. Who is your favorite character in the series, if not yourself? And why?
Well, Cherami already knows this, but Sailor Venus was my favorite character growing up. But I think I'm more like Sailor Mercury, like Ami. And yeah, that's my answer.
I like Ami a lot as well, but I think my favorite character other than Sailor Venus would probably be Luna or Artemis. But I feel like I'm biased to choose Artemis, but I just think Luna's so funny, and I understand her getting exasperated and kind of sarcastic, and I can totally relate to that, so I love that.
Well, I mean, Luna has a little bit more to deal with than Artemis.
Yeah, true.
Let's be honest.
I mean, I think Sailor Venus is a little more on top of it. She makes things a little bit easier for Artemis.
Yeah. She's been doing it longer.
Yeah.
1 year with her. Exactly.
My favorite character is the baby who pees on the evil alien.
Again, you learned to
You're all going to pick girls, clearly, and they are the rock and foundation of the show. I really love Reno. I think he's so sweet, he's so funny, and he's my favorite. I'm an undercover nerd, so he wears his nerd badge proudly, so I'm going to give him enough props because he's my favorite.
And it's hard not to love Ben voicing Umino, because he is great. Have you guys heard Ben Diskin's Umino on the sets? He is magical. He is so into it. Well, what about you, Cristina? Amanda. I am so sorry. I'm not doing your color justice tonight.
Oh, no, I was kind of hoping we'd be like, all right. Because I've been trying to rack my brain. I feel like I'd be disloyal to Jupiter. I don't know, because I keep changing my mind. I keep being like, Pluto's cool, but she stands by faith, and she's real patient. Guarding time should work. All right. And plus, Pluto was like my sister's favorite, so we made her Chibi Pluto. Embarrassing her. Anyway, so yeah, she'll be my next favorite. Sorry.
Well, very, very good answer.
Oh, pee baby.
Everybody picks strong, powerful characters, and you're all like the kid that pees on stuff. I guess, everybody pees. So. All ratchet up the difficulty as I go along because I'm just cool like that. You were just granted the powers of one character in Sailor Moon. Whose do you pick and why?
Saturn. I want to destroy worlds.
Amanda just wants to watch the world burn.
We're learning a lot about Amanda. Bench-pressing men, blowing things up while she's baking a cake.
Personally, I think it would be very cool to switch genders whenever I'd like. So I don't know. I think this is going way into the future. What would you do? I don't know. Maybe like there's
around restrooms.
Well, maybe if their line's longer for the men's restroom.
That's a good call.
Right? I mean, it just sounds like fun.
See, now you're going with like practical things. And now I'm like, well, who would be able to like shrink a car down and put it in their purse so they wouldn't have to park? So I want that power. Like,
I don't think anybody in Sailor Moon has that particular.
I don't think they do, but I feel like maybe we could like figure out to take someone's powers and like work them to do that. Like maybe they could work on that.
Yeah, maybe when they're bad at it, you know.
Yeah.
It's always something with them.
There's always something.
Mercury kind of like freezes things, that kind of slightly condenses things.
Yeah, slightly.
Make a nice cake.
Science. I'm an actor.
You know, you just like set your car on fire and then you don't have to park it, I guess.
And in your car. No, you just get Mercury to freeze it. Like rust the car. I'm like really confused. Trying to make this better, it's not working.
It sounds like you're gonna need a new car.
After we're done with it.
There's gotta be, oh man. I don't know. There's gotta be a way to make this work. I'm gonna think on it.
Whatever to start.
Yeah. I'll make that note. Like, we need someone that can do this and this and this and this.
Send it to Japan. Could you create this for me?
Just slide it across the table.
Sailor Park.
With a
You were gonna get out of this.
Oh man, I'll be. I want Queen Beryl's power. I just want to sit in a cool chair and tell everyone what to do.
Maybe you should look into directing.
She is like the epitome. She's the epitome of like the office manager. She like does all. She like is the higher paid position. She doesn't do anything.
She delegates.
Well, she delegates. Well, she delegates. But what cracks me up when I was watching the show is I realized everybody introduces themselves. We're like, where are the DD girls? We're this and that. I'm like, I'm convinced because she doesn't remember their names. Like she only remembers her like generals and everybody else. She's like, I don't know who you are.
Bring me plant face.
Shelley delegates to the second important, and then she expects them to like carry it out.
Yeah, it's like a big corporation. She only knows the name of the VP. She doesn't know the better managers.
She doesn't know the sales associates working in the stores.
But everyone knows who in the Dark Kingdom gets stuff done. It's the manager.
Welcome to the Dark Kingdom. We're having a sale on sweats this week.
So we learned that Robbie wants to be an executive and have a nice chair.
Cherami just doesn't want to park.
Yeah. Do you need a nice fishtail dress too? Like, is it the whole package or just the chair? Is that what you need?
Yeah, what do you need?
Oh, no, just the powers.
Just the powers, okay.
Oh, I'm cool without the wardrobe.
Okay. Making it simple, making it simple. So, do you guys want to see a special clip of some of these guys? Because I've decided to be a cool mistress right before Valentine's Day. I have a clip. It's kind of about love. And we just showed this. This is from Sailor Moon Season 1, Part 2. And this is the scene that always gets me really emotional because I know what's coming. And now you get to see it.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Well, there's no turning back now. Hey, so did you at least give Yuichiro a kiss before leaving home?
And just why'd you bring that up?
I just thought, what if something bad happens? You'd have regrets.
Nothing bad is gonna happen to us!
enough talking, girls. It's time.
Let's go, everyone. Transform! Prism power! Make up! Mercury power! Mars power! Jupiter power! Venus power! Leigh up! All of you need to get to the decoy to the Arctic Circle at once. But how?
By putting all your powers together and teleporting yourselves.
Since we're both injured, we'd only get in your way. So we're going to stay here. But you girls can handle this, right?
If you Sailor Guardians combine all of your powers, there's no doubt you will defeat Queen Beryl. Sailor Teleport! Good luck, girls.
Please, come back to us safely.
This is right before they I know I told you it was going to be a little cruel. No spoilers. Tuxedo Mask would be in that clip, but he's already up there doing stuff.
No, he's like hiding behind a bush. It's like waiting. Chance for poetry.
He's like, alright, let's do the Sailor Teleport thing where the skirts fly up.
Yes!
Well, maybe we have any fire characters
Alright,
for
so we're going to,
first movie.
we still have some more news and stuff coming. We're going to take a quick moment. We're just going to talk about some shiny discs that you guys may know about. If you can still find it, I'm going to show you a little clip from the limited edition of Sailor Moon Season 1, Part 1. I wish I had an example to show you, but I don't have one. I actually gave mine away for a prize. I'm hoping to get one. So let's watch a quick trailer.
I'm 14 years old and go to July Middle School. I'm a bit of a klutz, and sometimes get teased for being a little emotional. A dangerous enemy has appeared. You're the only one who can defeat this enemy. You're the guardian that's been chosen for this mission. More prism power! Make
box full of rainbow glitter, and it's got 6 discs, 3 DVD, 3 Blu-ray. The SRP is $79.98, but you can find it around $50 right now on Right Stuff or Amazon. So some places are running a sale. So yeah, so check it out. And this is what it looks like. We have the front. It's super sparkly and shimmery and awesome. And the back has Usagi's first transformation brooch on pink shimmer. And this is what the insides look like, lens flare not included. So, glitter not included, just on the outside. So, yes, so it is very fancy. So if you find one, pick it up, because when the limited edition is gone, they are gone forever. Now, we also have set 2, which just came out on Tuesday. 3 of you lucky winners just got one, and I don't even have one to show off, because I was so eager to give it away to you guys. It also has 6 discs, 3 DVD, 3 Blu-ray, and is slightly cheaper, and it fits into the limited edition box. If you guys already own the discs, it's really cool because each one has a themed motion menu for the character pictured on the disc. And Season 1, Set 3, that opening menu makes me cry every time because it's all about the royal family, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Lots and lots and lots of tears. So that's what this looks like. Here's the front. Very shimmery. Usagi's got her whole team together. The back has Princess Serenity looking all pretty. Pretty and elegant. Here's what the discs look like. We got the Jupiter disc, the Minako disc, and the Royal Family disc. We also have from certain retailers, and the Right Stuff is out of stock, but Collector's Anime still has a few of this collectible card set. And this is what they all look like together. I actually have a couple of these card sets for question time. So yeah, so they have all the Sailor Guardians on the front, and on the back they have the Generals and Queen Beryl. And yes, they are on the proper sides if you guys are manga fans. So a whole lot of love in here. Let's see what time it is. I don't know, Barry, should we do something extra fanciful? Are you ready to be super fanciful? Are you guys ready to be fanciful?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready to talk about Season 2? Come on. Are you guys ready to meet some new friends? I'm gonna need you to be louder because this is big stuff. So for who here is Sailor Moon R your favorite season? Come on, scream! Get loud! Well, some very important characters show up in Sailor Moon R. But we are going to start at the beginning. Now, you guys are getting this news first. It is not going public until after the panel. So if you get online, you get on social media, you can totally tell your friends that you heard it first. So by coming and spending Friday night with us, y'all get bragging rights, which is pretty cool. Not only do you get cards and treats, you get bragging rights. So let's get started. Are you ready? Pretty pumped. All right. Come on, dude. All right, we have Ale and Anne, our villains for the first arc of Sailor Moon R. Ale is played by Brian Beacock, and Anne is played by Joanna Louise. Yay, so big round of applause for these guys. You get to beat them up, and you get to not have your memory at times. You get to wear this shoes, though. And Cristina gets to sing while they try to run up. That's right. So, yeah, so this is for the very first arc of Sailor Moon R. Now, I always end up getting emotional at Sailor Moon panels, and these guys are fun with me for it. So, this is just a personal chart moment. Before I made the decision to move back to the West Coast and work for Viz Media, I was weighing, back and forth whether or not I should go back to the West Coast, and I played a lot of video games during that time. Especially one video game I played a lot, and this is how I zone out and I chill. And there was one voice in it that always made me smile, and I had no idea she was going to audition for this next part. So this is kind of, this is really, really, really amazing to have this next character in anime, especially in anime as legendary as this. So yeah, I know I'm hyping you guys up. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a super big deal. So do you want to meet our next cast member? Yeah! I want you to scream all loud, okay? Here it goes. Also playing Black Lady is none other than Sammy Fox! And the video game I was playing too much of was Disgaea.
Oh yeah!
So you may know her as the voice of Plum. So she also does a lot of work. She's been in the business for just forever. She is amazing. And actually, her Chibiusa voice, I don't have a clip to show you guys, unfortunately, because this is brand new, like just got approved yesterday. Her natural voice is actually her Chibiusa voice. Yeah, so she is naturally full of pink sugar. So quite a legendary voice actress joining the Sailor Guardians as Chibiusa. So let's scream real loud for Sandy Fox. Look forward to her annoying Stephanie in every episode forever. It's pretty good, guys. It's pretty good. Now, I got something else. Should I let you have it?
Yes.
You guys have been pretty well behaved. Now, one more very important cast announcement. One of my favorite characters and a very important character in Sailor Moon, especially R. So you're gonna have to scream real loud when you find out who this is. Yesterday on the flight, I was like, can I say it? Can I say it? Can I say it? Please, please, please. I called Jamie and I was like, Jamie, man. Jamie, who runs Studiopolis where they record. I'm like, can I say it? Please, please. I'll bring you donuts, whatever it takes. So yes, so they have joined the cast for Sailor Moon R. Now we're going to take another little quick diversion. Talk about something else. Fun and exciting. Sailor Moon Crystal. Sailor Moon Crystal, first and third Saturdays, 5 a.m. your time, which is slightly more acceptable than 2 a.m. West Coast time. Yeah. Well, I have a brand new trailer for the first arc of Sailor Moon Crystal. You may have seen a version of this if you've been watching a whole lot of Hulu, and by a whole lot of Hulu, like all the time. So you may have seen this. New trailer for Crystal. I'll show it to you guys now. It's simple but cute. If you haven't been keeping up with Crystal, now is the time to get back into it, because it is getting good. It is getting so good. So we're going to go back to past questions for just a little bit before we get to you guys' questions. So now's the time to start thinking what type of questions you want to ask these guys. Or me, I won't turn them over. But one more for the stars of the show here. What has been your most memorable fan interaction since you joined the cast of Sailor Moon? Because I know Robbie, you're a newbie to the anime scene, but you've been going to quite a lot of conventions, as have all of you, with your new roles and all of your long and storied careers. But what's your favorite Sailor Moon related fan interaction?
Well, I'm going to kind of flip this question to how it was intended, but at Anime Expo, me being a fan of the original cast, and having them come down and shake our hands and meet them and say, good job, congratulations, we're so excited for you. That was really, really special.
Yeah, the original voice actor for Artemis was there, and he shook my hands, and he was like, Venus, I'm entrusting this to you, and I know you, and I was like, and so that was really, really sweet, because I was like, I'm used to, and it was like, it was honestly like a passing of the torch thing, because I know we were very like excited to meet them as being fans of the show when we were kids, and then to see that they were very excited to have us be part of the legacy with them was really touching. But then I also, before I was allowed to say that I was working on Sailor Moon, there was a little girl there who was wearing a Sailor Venus t-shirt, and she was just in an autograph line signing something, and I had like a Sailor Moon like pencil bag holding my Sharpies in it. I didn't think about it because like I just had it before I knew I was working on the show. She's like, I love Sailor Moon, Sailor Venus is my favorite. And I was like, oh God, I can't say anything. And she was like, they're making a new one. I just want to meet Sailor Venus so bad for the new. And I was like, oh gosh. And I was like, Sailor Venus is my favorite. And Mom goes, could you take a picture of her, just two Sailor Venus fans together? And I was like, sure. And I'm like going, oh God, please don't read into this. I can't, like, I couldn't touch anything that had Sailor Venus in a dealer's room because I was so scared. And then this just like little 8-year-old girl that's like, I just love Sailor Venus and I want to meet her. And I was like, okay. It's so sweet. That was really sweet. But I was like, I can't say anything. So that was kind of cool.
Well, I bet she has a cool memory.
I don't know.
But just, two Venus fans.
I mean, it's so innocent, right?
Yeah, totally. With all that orange in your plushie. And
yeah, I mean, well, listen. Now I can buy it.
Yeah. Oh, you can have your mom buy it for you.
True, absolutely. Put it in a room.
Yeah, Venus room. It's like a little vault. Yeah.
Mine's a kid one too, because I'm new to anime, but I've been doing cartoons for a really long time. When you do cartoons, you don't really get a chance to meet the people that you're doing them for, and they're kids. And entertaining kids is like a really, really important part of the art world. So to start doing these conventions that I've been doing and getting to meet fans who are children and who've been brought there by their parents, that was one of the coolest things. So a while back, I was doing a signing, and this couple was together, and they were not doing cosplay. They were very mom and dad mode, maybe like late 20s. And then I hear this little voice from like behind the table, like, hello? And I look down, and it's this 3-4-year-old dressed as Sailor Moon. And their parents were just like beaming, and it's like, well, I gotta know what your story is. So they met through their mutual love of anime, and their husband and wife, and this was their daughter, and they were introducing her to the original series for the first time. And when she handed her thing up to sign, it was, pardon me for not knowing, the baton with the crescent moon on it, the
moonstick.
The moonstick. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And the mom goes, yeah, that was mine. That was hers. It's from like it was like from like 95 or 6 or something like that. And I was like, okay. And it was like worn, and it had a bunch of other signatures on it. And I talked to him, and she was like, what we're trying to do is like pass down the things that we love to our new kids. So it's like they had almost outgrown it themselves, but they were giving it on to the next generation. So for me, that was the coolest moment that I've had. So.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's fine, Robbie.
I'm not giving any of my Sailor Moon toys to my kids. Vintage.
You're in a box in mint condition.
Yeah, well, not quite, but my little brother would have eaten the little ring that would impress him on. I feel like all of you guys have like really touching, unique ones. I just feel like at AX during the panel, like it was our first time being announced, and we were like talking, and I was just kind of like, I don't remember what I was saying, but I was like, these are my feelings. And then later in the autograph line, I had a lot of girls come up to me and be like, I identify so much with what you said about. I said something. I watched it later. My parents found it on YouTube, and like, sorry, I remember what I said. They basically I talked about how it was hard growing up, not having role models, and how Jupiter was a role model for me, and she kind of taught me what true femininity looks like. Well, they all taught me what being a woman looks like, or just being a person. Like you can be so multifaceted, and you can be, fiery, but also really you can be kind of like me to decide people really love, or like nobody's just like one-dimensional. So as the tallest awkward tomboy, I remember Jupiter, I just loved her so much, and I shared that story, and then I guess there were girls that coming up to me in the line and they were crying because of something I said, and that was really profound. It showed me that like just something that I think is a throwaway thing, like it matters. And like I think us being in this position is such an honor, because it's like, wow, people identify with us and we love identifying with them, and we're all just like big old hug fest.
I think that whole day at Mexico was just so magical.
That was so cool.
It was such great.
Sorry for the rough day, guys.
Rough day. It was an amazing day.
It was so much fun.
That was.
I hated it.
As soon as Robbie got there, he was like, "What?" I think one of my favorite moments of that was Kate in her interview, and just the hilarious things that Kate says, just being Kate.
She's just so dry.
She's so dry, and like
you guys have to box it. You'll get to see like the Kate interview. It's just like she's just so dry.
She was like trying to with the cosplayer. She's like, "Do the pose. Wait, you're not gonna do the pose? Like we're here. Like I mean, let's do the pose in front of the kid." Like she was just like shutting it down. And like, okay, this is so not Mercury, but okay.
It's like if Mercury were like snarky.
Yeah.
Snarky. Sailor Snarky.
An ice cream thing on point.
We're creating how many new characters? We have Sailor Parking, Sailor Snarkery.
Yeah, I remember that. So it's not a secret now, but these guys are playing. But when we did Sailor Moon Day at AX, we were in the biggest room, and it was the first thing. And everybody came wearing their image colors early in the morning. So we had some of our Viz staff and our cosplay helpers. It was like go out there, like trap them, bring them in, don't let them all be seen together. And so I'm like, I got one, throw her backstage, she'll let her be seen. And I was all like, if you need to pee, you gotta do it now.
That was so funny when we were all getting there, and you go, great, you're all here. 2 of you go that way. The other one stay over here. Go. And I was like, are we going into battle? Like, yes. Because we started noticing as soon as all the colors were getting together, we started noticing people walking by in the cosplay, and they're like, weird.
Those are all
And then I saw your face, and you were like, we have less than 5 seconds to get you guys away from each other right now.
Sorry about that.
That was so fun. It was awesome.
We were thinking about it, it's like throw a blanket over it, like
Send in like decoy voice actors.
yeah.
They wouldn't know what they were doing because nobody knew about it. We didn't even know who the cast was.
Yeah, you didn't know who each other were. And then Ben showed up, and I was like, Ben who voices Umino. He actually showed up in Umino cosplay, and he didn't tell me. So he was there in the audience, and we're like, you work the crowd, do this, come on, be a distraction.
I know who everyone was.
Did not.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I accidentally got an email that had the cast list on it.
You lied to Stephanie.
I did. I lied to Stephanie's face.
Cristina saw me and she said, congratulations. And I thought,
gosh, she knows something. I said, you do. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, never mind. And she was saying, congratulations on me getting married. And I thought she meant on being cast as Sailor Moon. I was like, same difference, I guess.
For like those 2 months, and all of us were like really paranoid.
We were really anxious. We would see each other at like a session or an audition, and we were like, hi. Are you in the... You don't know about the thing. Got it, okay, bye.
No one was allowed to talk about the thing.
You know, yeah. So awkward.
I went to record and we had a director who wasn't the usual director, and she was like, hey, what are you here for? I was like, oh, just a show about some girls. And she's like, oh, that's so great. So I go to...
There's some girls.
Yeah, just some girls, like a girly show. And so I walk in the booth and she's directing. She's like, oh, you're protecting us. I see. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what I can say or not say.
And I think I accidentally told you, Cristina, like I thought you knew that you knew, and I just sent you I sent you that random message.
Well, I knew, okay, this is how it worked. They sent me an email saying, hey, Cristina, you're in Sailor Moon. Don't tell anybody. I was like, great. As who? No response.
Okay, so the way I found out is my maid of honor was driving me to my rehearsal dinner. I was getting married the next day. So I'm driving to the rehearsal dinner, and I get an email, and it says, we're finalizing the cast for Sailor Moon. Are you available on these days? And they gave like all these stipulations that you had to do. I was like, I will do anything. But they never got back to me, so I was like, wait, so they're finalizing it? Like, was it just down to me and somebody else? Like, I don't know what's happening. And I didn't hear about any recording because Sailor Moon doesn't show up for a while. So you were actually the one who confirmed it by sending me a message like, I hope you like orange. And I was like, wait. And I'm like, wait, I do. Is this another stipulation?
Talking about orange could just be me, right?
True, that's true.
I love orange. And I think I sent Cristina a message. I was like, hope you like red.
I was like, oh gosh, what does that mean? Should I think, is it Mars? Or should I not get my hopes up for Mars? I don't know what to do.
Maybe it was like Naru.
Or Naru. I don't know, I was so convinced for a while that I was going to be Luna.
Yeah.
Because that's who I was called back for. Like, oh, that was perfect. That was a perfect voice for that character. I was like, all right, cool.
Nobody told me anything. Thank you.
Well, I didn't know that yet. Like, I first got to know Amanda and Robbie, during Sailor Moon Day when we spent that angry time backstage together. I told them not to speak or use the bathroom, just sit still. Sit still. Do as you're told all day. But now, we've all become good friends on this magical Sailor Moon journey, with many more memorable fan interactions to come. Speaking of more things coming up at Katsucon, so what is on you guys' schedule for the rest of the con? When is your autographs, all that good stuff? This is your chance to tell these guys who may want you to sign things, like checks.
I have a schedule on here somewhere.
I was gonna say, I don't know any of the times for this.
I know my solo panel is at 6 to 7 tomorrow, and I'm also signing from 4 to 5.
Hey, I'm signing with you.
Cherami and I are signing.
Cristina and I are signing from 4 to 5.
Oh, we have schedules! Thank you.
I'm doing I guess we're all doing it, the voice actor meetup thing. What is this? We're all voice actors, so I assume we're all meeting. All right, never mind. I'll be there. That's like 1 to 2:30. And then I have a Q&A at 8.
Oh, I have another.
And then
This was really fun for you
Are we
guys,
doing
isn't it?
the guest assistant?
Yeah.
I feel like a teacher, like taking roll. Like, this is when this assignment is due. You all better be there.
Yeah, I know I have a panel tomorrow. Just me probably doing like tap routines or something.
You're gonna bake a cake and then play hockey.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine is in Live 6.
Mine too.
Oh, mine too. Oh, that's big. But we'll all be in live 6 in some way.
We got programs, right?
What we're saying is, check your guide up.
Is everybody else going to do a solo panel?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do a solo panel about voice acting in Los Angeles, and I'm not going to limit it to anime. I'm going to do one about video games, traditional animation, e-learning, audiobooks. They asked me to give it a title. I call it Adventures in Voice voice acting because it sounded the cheesiest thing I could come up with.
Wait, that is this.
You should just do voice acting 101.
It's a documentary about voice acting. It's
I'll
called
fight
Adventures
whoever
in
started it.
Tony Oliver?
Yeah.
It's like
Started Power Rangers?
Yeah, I will. And then I like to hang out and nerd out at my panels. And so if there's 100 of us, sweet. If there's 10 of us, we'll circle up and we can all be friends. So tell your friends to come hang out tomorrow.
So you don't want to
at
be friends with
6.
100 people, but you only want 10 friends? Is that what you're saying?
I only want 10 close friends.
my panels usually devolve into like impersonations and singing. So that's what's going on in Live 6 tomorrow at 6.
I just like tell random stories. You ask me one question and I will give you an answer that lasts 30 minutes and you've learned far more than you ever wanted to know about me and any of my friends. It's really uncomfortable.
But yes, check your guidebook. All these guys give amazing panels, and you can ask them lots of things about Sailor Moon and other stuff too. So check your guidebook. Go to autograph sessions, get pretty things signed. I know they all have. You guys all brought your special cards with you this weekend, didn't you?
I did.
Your special cards.
I did.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not right now.
Yeah, there are special Sailor Moon cards that only the actors have. I don't even have them to give out. They have the actor's name on them. So they're like Pokemon, you gotta catch them all.
I gave one to my Uber driver and to the guy at Kinko's, and they were highly impressed.
Currency.
So oddly enough, with Sailor Moon, I mean, like, I've been going to conventions for a long time. For this show, my dad is like, I was like, I got these cool pictures of Sailor Moon. My dad goes, I want one. I want to hang it in my office. So I'm like, wow, thanks, Dad.
You want something
great.
See, I did a calendar.
I should get one from you too, so I can give my dad the full set to hang in his office.
Yeah, let's do that. But speaking of dads, my dad said the same thing to me, except I did this calendar where it was for charity, and I was dressed in like pin-up, like in underwear, and I'm like sexy.
You were the sexy scientist.
I'm sorry?
You were the sexy scientist.
Yes, I was a sexy scientist. My dad was like, oh, I'm gonna go buy one so I can take it to my office. I was like, no! What are you thinking? No! Please don't.
You know what my dad said when we sat him down to watch Sailor Moon? He actually said about Tuxedo Mask. He like watched the first 4 episodes. He's like, what did he say? He was like, that Tuxedo Mask guy. Is that all he does? It wasn't like in a mean-spirited way. He was just genuinely like, okay.
What else do you want to do?
Apply for the position.
Yeah. He's like, do you have any other skills? Do you throw, aside from throwing sharp?
That was my favorite.
Sharply dressed.
It's like seeing like some 7-year-old boy at a convention who clearly did not. He was like had such a hostility when he would throw the rose. His mom like gave him a ton of like fake roses to throw at the convention. This kid like I was afraid of him. I was like, I'm gonna steer clear of this like 7 to 8-year-old child because he had the roses and he'd be like, bam, like roll out. I was like, whoa, scale it back, kiddo. But the enthusiasm was there. Yeah, it was hard.
All right. Well, I think it's time to let you guys ask some questions. Now, if you have a question, make a very neat and gentle line up here to the front to the microphone so everyone can hear your question. Barry will help you out. And everyone that we get to before 10:30, hopefully I have enough treats to give out. So I will give out treats until I run out of treats. I have quite a few. So, all right, now's the exciting stuff. Could the person running the room, could you bring the lights up so I can see everyone? Is that possible? So we can all be friends? Yes, we can get started. All right. Oh yes, you guys are going to supply your own treats. Look at this, working together. Team, Sailor Guardians.
You get Sailor Venus and Sailor Mars for asking a question too.
I have them. They're in my room.
Mine too.
We're
I didn't know what to do.
Oh my god.
Now you look like jerks.
Yeah, we're not jerks. We're jerks.
All right. What is your question?
I was wondering if in any of the future seasons you're looking forward to a
dealing with like life and death issues of like killing one little girl who like potentially one day all destroy the world, or like a lot of heavy moral stuff is brought up. And also I want to see stars. So
Anyone else want to answer?
I can't wait for I love recording new attacks. So
Me too.
Right?
I get so excited.
You guys get to attack people?
So do you. You just throw roses at people. I'm looking forward to you know what? No. I'm very much looking forward to recording the R movie. When they're on that meteor and then stuff is happening and death. Wow, again.
It's the ultimate spoiler anytime somebody throws out the word death. Yeah. No, I get so excited. This is so lame. Anytime there's a change in an eye catch, or the change in the transformation sequence, I feel like I'm watching it I've never seen it before, and so I get so excited. I'm we get to do new stuff today, and so I'm excited to do that because I get so giddy about it each and every time, to the point that Susie's you've done this, but I get so excited. So every time it's a new thing, and it's exciting. So I'm looking forward to doing all that.
I was really excited about Moonlight Night. I was really confused by it. Being confused is exciting.
Amen.
But that's over.
All right, next question.
This one was actually for Cristina herself.
Sure.
I've been following you on YouTube with your singing, and I wanted to know what your favorite song is that you've ever sung.
My favorite song I've ever sung? Oh my gosh, that's a really tough question. Let's see. Oh my gosh. There's a song I really love called Snake Eater from Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, thank you. That's my favorite. I sing that every day in the shower or walking down the street. The Peep song? Peeps.
Did you make that up?
No, it was at the Peep store.
Creative.
Oh, song. It made me laugh so hard when she told me that today. Hello.
Hi, speaking of sailor parking and whatnot, my question for you guys is, if you were to add something to the Sailor Moon universe, like an episode or Sailor Guardian, what would be in it's time to enter fan fiction.
Planet X, and it's going to be the world's tiniest little sailor. She's a little adorable sailor that probably has some random outbursts of anger, but she can explode things when she gets mad. She's usually really sweet and really tiny, like Thumbelina. I don't know.
Is this you're saying a creative character, or just any episode?
Just any episode, it's time to write your own fan fiction.
I would want to see an episode that dealt with not Usagi, from the Silver Millennium days. I would want to see what the other are they all princesses too? They were warriors and all that. I want to see something that's those episodes based on the outer, or not the outer, but the other girls that aren't Princess Serenity.
I would love Sailor Mars, the movie.
I read all of Venus's manga, her story. Man, I want to see some of that stuff. That would be so fun.
Yeah, she is a badass.
I know. It'd be so cool.
I agree with Amanda, actually. That would be really cool.
I'd like to see a monster of the week that had a 3-episode arc, where you really got to know the monster. You saw him when he was a fry cook, and he's I'm gonna beat a monster someday. And then it's tragic when he gets defeated by a tiara. That'd be sweet.
They're all simple circles.
Back to Sailor Parking. Doesn't that sound like a character in the last season? Because all of the, spoiler, all of the bad guys are Sailor something. Right? Nobody else is with me on this. I'm just gonna stop.
Sailor Nun.
so pleased to hear that you were a preschool teacher. I'm a preschool teacher right now, so I'm like, oh my god, congratulations! And the second thing, just quick, Tuxedo Mask was my first crush. I said that in anime class and I say it now, and I'm glad to see that all the voice actors that I've met that like Tuxedo Mask are extremely attractive.
Are you about to make a brown man blush? We talk about that sweet talk. I knew I liked you. I saw you back there.
And so I came up with a question. There is a lot of cosplay, surrounding Sailor Moon, and there's a lot of variations. What is the craziest cosplay you've seen for Sailor Moon?
Today I saw Sailor Elsa. I thought, that is very up to date. Yeah, it was awesome.
I saw a full metal Deymond, like all his armor was like straight up like metal fabrication. That was pretty awesome.
It wasn't like crazy, but I thought it was really sweet. I saw all of the Sailor Scouts, but they were done like Disney princess, but they were like wearing on ball gowns. And I know I've seen that done a couple of times, but I love it every single time. I just think it's really sweet.
Good question. Thank you so much.
There's always like, I saw like Man Mercury ones, but
It's the best.
We're going to take one quick break. Our friend Saban over here from Collector's Anime has been live streaming this to the folks at home on the internet who were not so lucky as to come to Katsucon. Saban, do we have a question from the internet? I know you're a popular dude. Everyone wants to ask you questions. Collector's Anime is actually where you can get the last of the Sailor Moon cards if you haven't picked up your set yet. So he can hook you up. Okay, all right, we'll wait just a minute and then we will. Yes, you sir.
Hi guys. Amanda actually had a question for you. Okay. If Jupiter and Sully got into a wrestling match, who would win?
that's a tough one because they're both very strong. But I feel like Sully, I'm leaning towards Sully just because I feel like Sully kind of doesn't give a crap, whereas Jupiter, even though she's strong and tough, she kind of would care. So I don't know, I feel like Sully's like, I have no problem kicking your butt. Jupiter might be like, oh, we're friends, friendship is love. Give her empathy, I think. Because she's also like, she's tough, but she's also like one of the most caring and nurturing of the Guardians. So I think her heart would get her in trouble yet again, unfortunately. That's sad, that's a sad turn.
Thank you.
She's done what it was.
All right, are we ready for internet or do you still need a little bit longer? All right, next question. You gotta let the internet have a turn.
The internet should have gotten off their butt and come in this room.
We would need a bigger room. Have you seen how many butts are on the internet? Next question.
Hey guys, you all did a great job, and I'm so happy for you guys. I love the show. A question I have for you is, if for whatever reason, if there was a show that had a redub, old or new, do you have any character in mind that you would love to do?
I was just thinking of that the other day, and I do, but I don't know if they ever redubbed Usna, I would love. Usna is such a cool character. And I finally like watched the whole thing, because I didn't understand it as a kid, and I still kind of don't understand a lot of it. So I had to like Google all this stuff afterwards. I'm like, what does this symbolize? But yeah, I think that'd be so cool. Like, so anyway, yeah, that'd be interesting.
That's really hard.
Not saying this needs a redub because it's totally perfect the way it is, but I always loved Faye Valentine. Yes, that would be really fun.
Berserk. I'm a big Berserk fan. You did do redub. That's another thing. It's like, I don't read that because you're friends, you know that it's not saying like take your jobs away from you. I want to do guts just because I'm totally wrong for it. That's what I really like.
I thought you'd be more in Griffith time.
Every time somebody gave me this question before, I would always say Sailor Moon. That's what I would always use for my answer. It's true. They're your friends. It's like, which friends do you want to kill you later? I don't know. It's not even like, it's not an anime, but I just think it would be really fun to work on like cartoons that I watched as a kid. Like, I miss Doug and I miss Hey Arnold. I would love to have been like a random character in Hey Arnold, just because I knew they were all kids and I knew it was auditioning before I could send. So yeah, one of those like cartoons. Gummy bears. Yeah. Bouncing here and there and everywhere. I love gummy bears. I don't know, something like that. That's a good question. Thank you guys. Thank you. She's from Texas. Yay! Texas. Yay! Well, I'm from San Francisco now, but I lived in Texas for so fancy. All right. You guys are bringing really good questions tonight. Are we ready for the internet song? All right. For the cast?
Hey, I said Chris. Is Chris asking that question?
What's the question again? Favorite side character so far on the show? Well, Robbie already said that he...
I'd give her P-Baby. I'm going to stick with P-Baby.
Probably that little kid. I can't remember what her name is right now, but the little kid who's like about to get in a fight because she loves Sailor Moon so much. She wears Sailor Moon on her little cardigan. What is her name?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I love that spunky little kid.
My favorite side character is Rhett Butler.
Yes!
Yes! So cute. I was laughing so hard that entire episode.
I love that whole episode. That's one of my favorite episodes of the first season. It's episode 31, by the way. So good. So fun. It's all about cats.
First 5 minutes, just like that's I like Reika. I like Reika, Matoki's girlfriend. Except I like her when she becomes the Reiko Kata or whatever. She becomes her monster form. Yeah. She's such a punk. She's like, girls without boyfriends are pathetic. And then she's like, big flask. Like that's her attack. And she's like, this is literally in my hand. This is my color.
Yes. You just want that
Here's
shot.
some fun trivia. I live with Matoki and Reika.
Yep.
That's
They're
awesome.
actually a couple.
Yeah, they're a couple. And they're my roommates. We're gonna make...
So who does the dishes?
Oh, definitely Matoki.
I figured.
We're gonna make it. We should make a reality show actually. That'd be really funny. Living together.
All right, next question.
Okay. This is a fun question for Robbie. What would Sway Sway do if he was Tuxedo Mask?
Oh, did you just do a Nickelodeon Sailor Moon crossover? That's weird, dude. And I'm super into it. I don't know, man. You guys not might know the show. He's a duck. So Duck Tuxedo Mask. I think that was done. That was already like Darkwing Duck, right? Cross them over. That's kind of what he would be.
Would it be Tuxedo Mask?
Yeah, it would be Tuxedo Mask. I can see the Tumblr now.
No, that is a t-shirt that you need to have made. It's your character wearing...
I think I did like 9 different lawsuits.
You just wear it yourself, man.
I want to stick with Tuxedo Mask, and you would probably fly around in Rocket Man throwing roses at people instead of bread. That's an awesome question, man. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
All right. Now these next few questions, we only have a few minutes left, so if you can make them pretty quick so we can get through as many people as possible. All right? Okay. Oh, Barry is the tough question screener. Just making sure everything's on the up and up.
Anyways, the last few questions had some interesting effects. And I started off with, well, Sailor Moon is one of my first animes anyways. To get to the point, if licensing wasn't an issue, what show would cross Sailor Moon?
Ooh.
What crossover?
Sailor Moon crossover.
I mean, I've seen so many on like Tumblr that I don't want to be unoriginal because I've seen like Avatar.
Everything's on Tumblr.
like Avatar and Sailor Moon crossovers are cool. Avengers, Sailor Moon crossovers, Sex and Ghosts is pretty cool. Obviously, there's the Disney Princess ones. That's not original.
I'm gonna go genre specific. There was a 90s cartoon called The Centurions, and it was a I almost want to say it was like a bring over, like it was cheap animation, but totally fun. It was like dude transformation. It was like an Iron Man thing. I would like to see the girls. You know it. Yeah, that's my answer to The Centurions.
I'd like to see Sailor Moon, how the Senshi would do in the world of Monica Maki.
Yeah! Oh, that's dark. Why, Cristina, why?
I like to see like really happy, sparkly things take a dark turn.
I can understand that. Like when you mentioned that, the first thing that came to my mind was like either a Power Ranger Sailor Moon crossover or a Ninja Turtle Sailor Moon crossover, which I think is far more interesting. Or a My Little Pony.
Maybe we will finally find love.
You know what? Let's get like Twin Peaks. That's out. Maybe like Log Lady. Like Jupiter Oak Evolution would have something to do with like Log Lady. I don't know. It's a concept. I'll work on it.
Thank you so much. Such deep questions.
Great.
Oh, Serenity.
Death Note Sailor Moon.
Everybody's like, oh, Robbie.
No, we only have time for 2 more questions after this. But if they're questions for me, I can meet you out in the hallway and answer them. Yeah, unfortunately, our time in this room is growing short. Please, pretty Serenity.
Are you talking about moments?
Like, any moment, seeing messed up, any kind of thing.
After you.
Okay, mine has so much with the saga, the character, so it's Stephanie who plays her. My very first job in Los Angeles was here for 2 weeks as a pilot for Warner Brothers, and Stephanie was my love interest in that show. And the funny part is we're both playing bunnies, right? Because doesn't Usagi mean bunny, right? Yeah, so my most embarrassing moment was being a green, fresh out of college voice actor running up to her in the parking lot and like, can you tell me more about voiceover? And I was so mortified about it. But she took my number down, and she took my email, and she wrote me, and she's been an awesome friend of me ever since. So to be working with her opposite with this show, it's an embarrassing moment turned into a nice moment. So I know I kind of cheated your question, but...
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah, that's true, Sonny. I feel like, Stephanie is only like Usagi when she's like in her strong, powerful moments. You know what I mean? I feel like she's the perfect leader in the animated Sailor Moon and also to us. She's just great. She's strong and she's somebody that you really look up to.
Yeah. My most embarrassing moment with her was actually caused by me. I accidentally punched her in the face. It was at AX, we were backstage. It was before we went out, and I'm already like, I'm nervous, and like, I'm gonna pass the time to talk to my Jupiter cosplayer. We were both doing the Supreme Thunder attack. And I like screwed up and I did this, and I feel my elbow make really hard contact with something, and I looked down, and Stephanie's like 2 feet tall, so she's right at my elbow. And I just, her face just like, right there. And she was fine, but it was another one of those things where you can't make it better. You're like, oh my god, you're like trying to touch it. She's like, please don't touch it. Right before we went on stage. Robbie got hilarious. Of
course I did.
I didn't get the memo apparently, but I got one of those shirts too.
Yeah.
Oh, that does have a crossover. It does have a Sailor Moon Monica crossover on that. Because you have that and then the green seat on the bottom. It all comes together.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Your treat. Okay. Have time for
tuxedo mask, do you want to be my boyfriend?
It's the same answer for me.
I have another one. Hey, Sailor Star Maker, how does it feel to be a brand girl? I always wanted to know.
What's gonna be with you? It's like, hey girl, the wrong guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to Queen Beryl and tell her that, like, I just want her to know that people can see up her shirt. I wasn't sure if she's aware that, like, there's a serious underneath yeah, I just want her to know. She's aware that it's not.
I mean, there's been a couple times where every time there's someone new on the show that like just shows up, Susie will be there and she's like, yeah, obviously they're up to no good. And so I think I would probably be like, hey, by the way, if there's a new person in town, don't trust them. No, just don't.
If there's a new business in town, don't go.
Especially dark, like black or dark or anything is in the title. It's like Dark Kingdom Candy, don't go.
It's an ice cream shop. I remember like thinking that was the most ridiculous name for an ice cream shop. I'm like, it's clearly someone's last name. This is a front. Don't go.
Thank you so much. Okay, this is our last question. Everyone else, can meet me in the hall. Sorry, I don't want to overstay your welcome in this awesome room. Okay, this is amazing.
I have sort of, I mean, if it's going to be the last question, that would be
Yeah, make it good.
May
Yeah.
or may not be 3 parts, I'm not kind of sure.
Oh no, one card. You get one question. It's the last question.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. We'll decide.
I'm gonna use my English skills and put them together into one question. First of all, who did you audition for specifically? I know who you all are now, but when you went in, did you all audition for Sailor Moon? Maybe not you, maybe you, I don't know. Did you audition for said character? Were you called back for said character? And who did you want to play most? And B, when you play your character, I haven't had the chance to watch the uncut new dub because it's very expensive. But is there anything you do with your voice? Do you go high? Do you soprano? Do you go very low? Do you go nasally? Is there anything specific you do, or is it natural?
Oh, all right. That was a very big question.
I'll do one.
So, I auditioned for all of them, including Queen Beryl. I almost did not audition for Ray because I felt, because I don't know. I just felt like, oh, maybe I'm not right for this character. Maybe I should just skip it. But I did it anyway.
Can I hear your Queen Beryl?
My Queen Beryl? It's probably just like right here. But when I got, what was the other part? Oh, what do I do to my voice? My voice is a little bit higher than Ray's, so usually when I'm talking to her, it's kind of down here. And I toss it to Amanda.
I auditioned for all of them as well, including Queen Beryl and Luna and all of them, and I did not get called back, so I did not think I got into the show. So I ended up being Jupiter, and that was the part I wanted, so that's nice.
Some things just work out perfectly.
Yep. I'm trying to think what the question is. Oh, her voice is, I guess, a little higher. I don't know. Higher than mine, I guess? But not, I don't know, because I kind of talk like down here. I'm like, bro.
Your voice just sounds like all the time now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, but I do nothing.
Some things are just work out perfectly.
I also auditioned for all of the characters, and I auditioned in my car because I waited till the last minute. I was going to a convention, and I was like, oh, this is stupid, I put it off because I was scared it was going to end badly. And as long as the dream of it is still there, I don't have to deal with the disappointment. So I waited till the last minute, I was like, well, now you're really not going to get it if you don't send this in. So I auditioned on an iPhone in my car for everyone. I got called back for Luna and Sailor Moon. And they were like, is there anything you can do to like amp up the quality a little bit? And I was like, yes, I will probably. I will not do it on an iPhone in my car. And then I guess for Sailor Venus, because I'm kind of like more of a, I think my normal voice is a little sassier, a little more tomboy, and I think she is a little more, not regal, but a little bit more refined. She's done this before, she's the pro of everybody, so it's a little bit,
Oh, Usagi, it's going to be fine.
like there's a little bit of, but it's not as like tomboy as mine.
You sounded just like her when you did that.
I hate the voice acting for Sailor Venus. She's horrible.
I read for them all the males available at the time. males.
Can I hear your queen barrel too, please?
What'd you say?
Can I hear your queen barrel too, please?
No.
I think we were actually first choice for all sailors when we couldn't pull off Tuxedo.
No, I read for, there was only 3 males available, Tuxedo Mask, Toki, and Jadeite. Yeah, no callback, straight from audition to the job. We spent some time figuring out the voice the first day. We worked together for like 20 minutes.
Well, not with me. I just happened to be in the room.
I'm pretty sure you're behind that window putting in your input.
No, it's just that the first day of recording with the character, like all the licensors and the staff and everybody are there sitting on couches in the back going, do it again, just making Japan happy. So.
Yeah, and for the voice, I kind of do 2 different voices. My Tuxedo Mask voice is different than the Mamoru. So the Mamoru is actually a little higher than my normal speaking voice to make him sort of more accessible 19-year-old teenager, and the Tuxedo Mask is like lower and theatrical, and kind of like an alternate persona. Good 3-part.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys so much.